Hey guys, welcome to the Octopodd. Yes, that's Octopodd with 2 D's. Why? Because in life, double D's makes everything much, much better.
True.
I'm Curtis, I'm the loud one, and this is Chris, he's the fat one. Alrighty then. This week we're going to be talking about the 3 films that we watched, which is The Warriors,
Woo!
Paddington 2, National Lampoon's Animal House.
Sick.
Sick indeed. Before we get into these films, guys, you need to ask us questions in the comments down below. Ask us questions. Whatever you want, we will answer it. You can ask us anything. There's no such thing as a stupid question, so ask away. Boom, boom, bing, bang, boom.
Boom.
So now that I got that done with, we can move into talking about the Warriors. Warriors, come out to play!
Dude, I love how that guy constantly kept doing that. He's like, Warriors,
Yeah.
come out to play! Like, dude, he looked like he was about to have a heart attack.
He was like, generally the guy was unhinged beyond belief. He was like seconds away of becoming the Joker, and I think you said that during the reaction as well.
He basically looked like a low-budget Joker. It's like if the Joker was all talk and no bite.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
if the Joker without the face paint, right?
Essentially, man, because like this guy, he played it off like he was this like, yo, anarchy and chaos, bro, shit, sick, classic loser.
Yeah.
And as soon as push came to shove and the consequences of his dog shit decision making came to in front of him, he started crying. And
Oh, that was sad, bro.
that was just embarrassing.
That's super embarrassing. When the bad guy always acts tough, and as soon as
Yeah.
he gets pushed against a corner, he starts to bawl his eyes out.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there is nothing. You're the biggest loser on this planet.
It's like that.
Straight up.
It's like that classic kid in high school who loves the Joker and has a hard-on for anarchy, and it ends up being the biggest loser you could possibly imagine and coward. That's literally who it is.
Okay.
Because as soon as he's faced with a group of people on that, like honestly, right away.
Oh, when
it's
people
just
aren't
like,
gonna take his shit no more.
Yeah, they're like, dude,
Right?
like,
Who are you hiding behind now? When there's literally like 50 men that want to beat the shit out of you.
yeah, and all his friends kind of just stand there and take it too, which weird as well. Like, nobody tried to defend
well,
themselves. They had no chance either. They were done.
Here's the thing. His friends, for example, what are they gonna do?
Nothing. You're outnumbered. You're done.
You're literally 10 against 50.
Well,
You're
they
done
could have
for.
communicated. Hey, it's his fault. He, we were following his orders. They kind of throw him under the bus, and they
I
should've.
don't think you could. I don't.
Nobody liked them.
No, but I guarantee you that they couldn't throw him under the bus. They were in too deep. It went too far. There's no going back. You're associated with the Rogues. You're dying with the Rogues. That's how it
I
goes.
hate that character so much.
I think it was the Rogues his gang?
Yeah, they're rogues.
Yeah, the Rogues, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, boom, bing, bong. Everyone comes up. One of the guys had a machete, too. We watched
Yeah,
it.
dude, they had a lot
They
of
had
things.
pipes, nunchucks, machetes. Like, dude, they're done for. That was straight up it.
Luckily, they're right at the beach. They could dispose the bodies right there. Like, hey.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It would be really very quick, very quick. But overall, The Warriors was a super good film.
It was nothing I expected, though. I didn't think it would be this whole, like,
But that's what made it so great.
yeah, kind of like, I expected, like, something with gangs, because, like, that's, like, very briefly what I've understood what The Warriors is about.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was about them trying to get back to their burrow and everything was kind of sick, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, everyone's out to get them. The different... Dude, I'm still going to be honest, man. The mimes... Why were there mimes?
Not even the mimes and even the guys that, the baseball players, the guys with
Dude.
the baseball bats, who are...
At least they have baseball bats, but who literally thinks about making a gang is like, yo, bro, mimes go hard.
Well, what are you going to do when the mimes put up their invisible wall? How are you going to get them?
You'll never hear them coming either. Absolutely incredible. The mimes were just like with the top hats and bow tie. I don't know, man. That was just...
They didn't have top hats.
Didn't they?
No.
Did they have hats on? The mimes?
Yeah, but not top hats.
Didn't they?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, they had silly hats.
They had silly hats, but I don't think it was top
It's a
hats.
top hat.
Face paint.
It's kind of like a top hat. It was
Not
a big
top hat.
Wasn't it?
They're French kind of looking.
Dude, no, you're messing with me. Where's my phone? I need to look it up.
Look it up.
All right. I'm
I'm
gonna
telling you,
look
man. I know my shit,
No,
dude.
no.
I know my mimes.
They had silly hats on. The Warriors mimes.
Take a look. Take a look. Those top hats?
Kind of. Very...
They're like short hats.
They're like short top hats.
So short top hats? Half top hats?
Yeah.
Half top hats?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it, man.
No, very horrible. Whoever came up with... Here's the thing. Guys, be real with me. If there was a gang where everyone was just a bunch of mimes, would you join? I personally wouldn't. I think that's genuinely cringe. Of all the things you could have chosen for your theme for a gang, you chose mimes.
Like, even the baseball player thing. At least they get baseball bats. That's kind of sick.
The face paint looked kind of weird.
I agree. It's kind of like, it looked like Kiss.
Oh, shittier Kiss. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Pretty much shittier Kiss.
Shittier Kiss at the ballpark.
Yeah, but I like the baseball bats. Baseball bats are sick weapons.
The cool weapons, you know. What about the guys with the rollerblades?
See,
what about those guys, man?
Jeez. All I can think is how, like, unpractical that is.
Right?
They're rolling up after a guy. All he has to do is push you away. Get away from him.
Yeah, and if you roll into him, all he has to do is clothesline you as you're rolling in.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do with rollerblades?
Yeah. Like,
you think you had the advantage, when in reality, you're at the disadvantage on rollerblades.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know, that was kind of weird. Some of the gangs were some of them were cool though. Like some of
I like the Warriors, the jacket, everything was.
The Warriors is cool. The jacket and everything super sick. There's some other gangs that looked kind of sick.
Even the Rogues logo was nice. It was cool. The skull and shit. Like I was.
Yeah, the skull and shit was really cool as well. But even the other gangs, some of them looked kind of cool. But some of them looked really like questionable. Like,
oh my God.
You really joined that gang?
What was the gang that they met when the train kind of like caught fire and they had to get off? It was like these guys that they met. It's where they met the girl.
Oh,
what was that gang?
No, the Orphans.
Yeah, like what
Orphans.
kind of name is your gang? The Orphans.
Not that, but the leader of their gang was like a second away from falling asleep.
Yeah, dude looked like he was struggling to be awake.
Bro looked like he had to go and take a nap, or he got his ass kicked previously. Yeah, like he did not look like he was having a good day.
The swelling hasn't gone down yet.
Essentially, yeah, he didn't. He looked like he's seen better days.
I like how insecure he was. Like, yeah, man, the Orphans go hard, dude. We're in the paper, man.
Yeah, bro, Orphans go hard wasn't even at the rally with Cyrus. Guess he ain't that important, bitch.
Imagine not getting invited to the rally where there's like several gangs.
Where all the gangs are meeting up. Where's the Orphans invite? I don't see it. That means you ain't shit. I'm sorry, bro.
That was actually very
And then the car explodes and they run away.
Yeah.
They run away.
They gave up very quickly.
They gave up really quick. But again, they were all talk, no bite. Like, goddamn, man. Goddamn. The best character, though? Swan. Swan's my goat. Yeah. Swan was the best in this, man. Yeah. He was a leader. He took charge. Yep. He didn't take shit.
No.
Swan is dope. Yep. All right? Swan is cool. Ajax was cool. But then...
very, very creepy.
No. Ajax started off cool, and he went downhill very fast. Yep. Like, he just turned to a piece of shit. I kind of liked it because he was very aggressive, and he always wanted to fight. I was like, all right, I kind of like that, man. You know, he's kind of onto something. Let's kick some ass, man. You know, let's knock some heads.
Yeah.
That was kind of sick. But then the way he went out was so pathetic, dude. It was pathetic.
Well, it's
literally trying to hit on an undercover cop. Like,
dude, it makes sense because like that was his biggest weakness. Every time he saw women, like dude was like, oh, woo! Like, bro,
it wasn't even that. It was Ajax had the problem, but there were two other members that had the same problem. Like, it feels like a very similar theme with the Warriors is that their weakness was women. Yeah. All the time.
When that all-woman gang kind of like caught
I think they're called the Lizzies, if I remember
Yeah, man, they try to shoot them like, oh, bro, shit.
That was scary. It's like, dude, it was just so like infuriating because like, guys, it's obviously too good to be true. Yeah. Get the hell out of there. You know? Again, all the time, their weakness is women. They let their guard down, they get their asses kicked. Straight up, all the time. Yeah. You know, at least Swan, he was met with a situation where the girl was coming on to him. I can't remember her name, though. I don't know. Oh, my God. They met her with the Orphans. What was her name, bro? Oh, my God.
No, I think it started with an M. I remember an M.
Whatever, all right? He was like kissing her and stuff. I was like, my main man Swan, he's going down the dark path, but then Swan saw the light and he's like, nah.
Get away from me.
Get away from me, wench. I have my boys to save.
Woo!
And literally just like struts out looking cool as shit and leaves her behind, man. I was like, that's my Swan. That's my Swan. That's my Swan. He knows that there are more important things than dealing with this right now. We could deal with her later, all right? We could get with her later. At the end. But right now,
we got a mission.
We got to save the boys.
Yeah.
Swan was dope. Swan was dope.
I saw like that one guy who literally got thrown onto the tracks and just gone. Holy shit.
Well, you know what? Yeah, that was kind of like,
was, like,
out
so-
of nowhere.
yeah, it was, like,
Bro
really
just
out
got
of nowhere.
thrown into a goddamn train. Like, what the hell?
The cop, and even the cop guy who did it didn't really care. It's just like, oh.
Well, I mean, he probably was like,
Oops.
it was just like, oh, that's one gang member off the streets, I guess. You know, he probably
True.
thought it was fine. Didn't really care much.
Like, yeah, one way or another, he's out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That was. I also like the strategy that they have with the guys with the baseball guys were chasing after them, and how they split up too.
Oh,
and then the two other ones, they went around
and flanked,
and they kind of came from behind, and the stragglers they just beat the shit out of.
That was super cool. But then they picked up like the baseball bats. They got advantage points and stuff like that, and they came.
I think that was the saddest thing. These guys are like baseball player dudes. They're a gang with baseball bats, and all of them lost with their baseball bats.
You would think they would be proficient with baseball bats, and it turned out they're dog shit with baseball bats. They don't even know what they're doing.
Maybe they're not baseball players. Maybe they prefer, like, I don't know, ping pong or something.
Why the hell is their entire gang based on goddamn baseball?
It's because the guy who leads it, he probably really likes baseball, and everyone else is just wants to go play ping pong or something.
I was genuinely surprised. Like, they all had baseball bats, but none of them had baseballs. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if you just threw a baseball at somebody? It would hurt.
That hurts, yeah.
It would hurt, right? If they had one guy chucking baseballs, maybe the fight would have been different.
Maybe they just didn't have good throwing arms.
Oh, so they were all swingers, not pitchers?
Yep. They only swing, no pitch.
Damn, dude. Maybe their pitcher just didn't show up that day.
Maybe, actually.
Maybe.
Maybe
that could have made the difference if they had their pitcher there. Maybe then they could have won. You know?
Yep. And sadly, they lost.
Sad, 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 sad.
I really I think my favorite scene, though, was like when they actually fought in the washroom.
Oh, against the rollerblade dudes?
Yeah, you just saw like them throwing people into
the stripes. I don't know what they're called.
I know. I just love they're just throwing them into like the stalls, literally pummeling, slamming their head. One guy got slammed his head into the wall. Dude had to have died.
There was one guy who literally. It's the same guy. He got his head slammed into a wall, but I think he got hit 3 times, and it looked really bad. Like he should have died.
All 3 times should have been a kill.
He probably died at the end of that fight, man, because he got his head just like concussion after concussion, man. They were trying to kill the guy.
Yeah,
crazy shit, man. But yeah, that fight scene inside the washroom was very well done. It looked good. That was super cool.
Yeah, I love that a lot, man. My God, that was really cool. It was a good lead up to right to there.
Yeah,
It was a good movie. Like it was just it was nothing I expected. Like
I did not expect it to all take place in one night.
That as well.
I didn't expect the story to play out that way, where it was literally just them trying to get back home or back to the turf, essentially.
I thought it was going to be more about like the inner gang conflicts and stuff.
Right?
But it really wasn't. It was just about them.
Them being framed for killing Cyrus, who was like trying to make all gangs unite and to like kind of like take over in a sense the city, and it just didn't go their way because Cyrus got assassinated by some guy. And the weirdest thing is that I wish I knew what the bad guy's name was. Luther, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, the head of the Rogues.
Yeah. Well, not the head, but you guys know what we're talking about. The asshole. Warriors! Come out to play!
Yeah, that guy, that asshole. It was crazy because I thought this was like an elaborate scheme, that he was like, he had some big gigabrain idea with what he was doing, and it turned out he literally just did it for fun. And I like that a lot because he's just a man who wants chaos, and he doesn't give a shit. You know, he got rid of Cyrus, who probably was going to do something good for all of them, just for the fun of it. Like, holy shit, that's kind of cool.
Because
that's a good bad guy.
Because if Cyrus did that, then they kind of lose, like, what they have, in a sense. Because they would all have to work together now, and have to all be... And he didn't... I highly believe he didn't want that, because then afterwards, a lot of the chaos and the fighting and stuff is done.
It would get rid of... Majority of the chaos would stop if they all
So he was just like, yo, ba-bang! Got him.
Yeah, let's get the chaos going. Let's start something bigger.
Yep.
You know, let's get it going.
I like that too. Like, it wasn't like something elaborate, like, oh, I'm a super giga genius. He's just like, no, your plans are lame as shit. You're a loser. Die. I'm like, I respect that.
Pretty much,
I kind of respect that.
Yeah, sure.
Cyrus had some sick robes, though. I kind of dig the silk robe attire. If your gang is just a bunch of guys in silk robes, it's
I was thinking
cool.
that too, man. Like that's kind of sick, right? Everyone in your gang just wears silk robes.
Yeah, why not?
That's the gang. Like, I don't know. That's kind of sick. What about what's his name? Cleon, the original leader of the Warriors, or the chief of the Warriors? Who literally got he literally got elbowed to death. They elbowed the shit out of him. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I was like, oh, he's gonna be somewhere. He's gonna meet up with them at some point. Maybe he's fine. Cleon's goddamn dead, all right? He got his ass kicked
As soon as I saw them going elbow swinging, I'm like, dude's gonna die. There's no way you get out of that situation alive. being pummeled with elbows, you're done for.
Yeah, man. And it wasn't one elbow, 2 elbows. It
And
was
I like, you know what?
50 elbows killing him.
Yeah, and that's again with the road guy. He's just like, oh, the Warriors did it. I saw him. Everyone's just like, well, it's the Warriors. Like, gotta believe this rando.
Right? Nobody even questioned it. They're just like, yeah, it had to be them. Or I also like the entire segment whenever they were like trying to get the Warriors or stuff like that, and they had the woman on the radio station playing music and stuff like that, or making
Kind of like a code.
Yeah, to go and get them and stuff, where they're located, what they're doing.
Yeah,
that was super sick. I kind of like that.
Like we even mentioned when we watched it. It's like, you know, it was heavily influenced in John Wick, where
they had
a similar thing.
Yeah, they had a similar thing going on.
A similar theme, which I thought was sick as hell.
Speaking of radio, the music, the soundtrack for this film is on another level.
Dude, that whole opening sequence.
Oh God, is it ever cool?
Is just amazing.
It's like you got this banger playing and it kind of fades out. You hear some of the Warriors talking and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Boom! It comes back in, fades out. I like that. That little push and pull is a really cool way to open. Yeah. And then you see like all the gangs go into Cyrus's meeting and stuff like that. Yeah. And you get a little introduction of like seeing all of them. It was really cool. It really sets the mood and just gives you, it kind of like introduces you to what to expect essentially.
Well, what this world is.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Really good. It was really well done. And the soundtrack following afterwards was very good. Superb. I love the soundtrack.
Just banger after banger, man. Good soundtrack. I loved it, man. Holy shit. My God.
Very good. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about in terms of the Warriors. Phenomenal film. This is a really good one. I can understand why this film has been recommended many times and why a lot of people have wanted us to watch it.
I've actually had it on many Patreon polls, and like sometimes it would lose, but more than often it was like it barely lost. But it was just so close.
It unfortunately just never won.
Yeah, but it finally won this poll, so thank God.
I'm very thankful, and it's like I understand why a lot of people hype this up.
Yeah, it's fun. It's sick.
It lived up to the hype, and I can see why it's like a classic of sorts. Like this is a really good film.
Yeah,
very good.
Like I said, now I can easily see some influences this movie had on other films.
Oh yeah.
After watching it,
for
I'm like,
certain.
Oh shit! Like it's finally connecting the dots.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like the John Wick example is one.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then because I thought that was just like a John Wick thing, and now that I watch this, I'm like, oh, the Warriors did it first, and like
it was just inspired by the
Warriors. Which is a cool inspiration to do too. Again, sick as hell.
I agree.
Sick as hell.
Yeah. Nothing much more to say about the Warriors. We're gonna move on to Paddington 2.
Woo!
Paddington 2, baby. Paddington 2.
Only real ones know Paddington.
Only real ones know Paddington Bear in marmalade sandwiches.
Yep. We still gotta try marmalade sandwiches.
We still have to try marmalade sandwiches, bro. What is wrong with us?
We just keep forgetting about marmalade.
I keep forgetting. Like, when are we ever gonna eat marmalade sandwiches? I need to try this. I've never had a marmalade sandwich.
Me either.
You know, I want to know what the hype is all about. Is it as good as like Paddington makes it out to be?
Yeah, because like they really fisted down your throat that, hey man, marmalade sandwiches are the best thing ever. Especially when they said he goes to prison.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, hey yo guys, I can cook up some hot marmalade.
Yeah,
this shit go crazy.
He cooks up some of the hot marmalade sandwiches, boys.
And it saves him from getting shanked in the showers later.
Yeah, right.
Smart.
Literally learning how to make marmalade sandwiches saved his ass. You know. Yeah, prison could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, but that's what I like a lot about Paddington, though, is just, like, how he brings up the best in everyone he's around. And he always believes in, like, kindness, you know?
Yeah, well, more than anything, it's more so that he truly believes in the teachings of his aunt.
Aunt Lucy.
Aunt Lucy, right?
Yep.
Everything he does is based on Aunt Lucy and what she's taught him. And you could see that she raised him well. More than anything else, you can see that Paddington was raised very well, and it reflects based on how he interacts with every individual he meets, whether they're prisoners or anything else, you know? Which is nice to see.
Yeah, because he interacts with them and treats them kindly and nicely.
Yeah, he treats them with respect, he treats them fairly.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't see them as any different.
He doesn't look down on anybody.
No,
he
not at all.
doesn't judge anyone. He kind of just treats everyone the exact same.
He's just a friendly little critter, you know? That's what he is. Paddington's a friendly little guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think like that's the wildest thing. You know, like the entire plot of this film is it's kind of wild for me. It's just that so like Paddington wants this book for his for his aunt, for Aunt Lucy, right? So for birthday, he wants to get him this book. The fact that they actually thought that Paddington stole the book and arrested him was mind-boggling to me.
I don't know anyone can believe that.
I'm sorry, but you could have told me that Paddington blew up an entire country and I couldn't believe you.
No.
I couldn't do it. Like, it's just
No.
like, you look at
I can see Paddington with the detonator in his hand. I wouldn't believe it still.
No, right?
Nope.
He could have the red button underneath his little paw, and I still wouldn't believe it.
No.
I could not do it. It's just like, not even that, but you see the way that Paddington interacts with every individual. Right? He brings out the best in them. He's very kind. He's very thoughtful. And he's like, you really think he would steal a book?
Especially when everyone knows he's been working his ass off to buy it.
Right? He's been cleaning windows. Oh my! I was gonna say some bad words,
They're
man.
specists.
They're 100% specists. It doesn't make sense to me.
Just because he's a bear.
And you know what? And the cops too. You assholes. You knew he was cleaning windows. You guarantee you on patrol. You saw Paddington cleaning those windows. Hell, he even stopped a bad guy from robbing that same place in the last movie. And you still didn't believe in Paddington. You pieces of shit.
Yep.
My God, man.
Yep.
Oh, that infuriated me, man. I just did not understand that whatsoever. How dare you?
Being prejudiced to Paddington.
Right?
Doesn't a bear have rights?
A bear has rights.
If a bear can go to prison, he has rights.
100%. I agree with that.
But I'm gonna be honest. I actually much preferred this villain than the last.
Oh, Hugh Grant was so good in this.
Dude, I love the way he played this, like, multiple personality, like, actor, like...
This actor,
he just wants to do this one-man show, and he's so obsessed with it that he kind of plays the characters and even interacting with himself in a way.
I thought that was super sick, though.
But, like, it's just, like, it's so cartoony, and it kind of just fits with the world very well.
Yeah.
And I really liked that a lot.
He's kind of like a failed actor. In a sense, well,
those commercials were rough.
An actor who lost his former glory, in a sense, and he's trying to do whatever he can to reclaim it.
Well, it seems like he lost his glory not because he was not talented, because he's insufferable as shit.
Yeah.
Like he says, I can't rely on anybody. I want to do a one-man show. I'm the only one who's great. It's like, dude, he's so full of himself.
That's the thing. He's very arrogant, narcissistic, conceited.
And that's why nobody wants to work with him.
That's why no one wants to work with him, and that's why his career failed.
Yep.
You know?
That's like a little great thing there, too, because he's the opposite of Paddington. While Paddington thinks of everyone else and puts them before himself, this guy was just like, all about me, no one else matters.
That's interesting.
They were literally polar opposites of each other, and I think that's what really was cool about the whole thing.
You know what? That's actually a good observation. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Phoenix was completely the opposite of Paddington.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Phoenix would do anything and everything he could for himself to find, like, just make money and, like, to do his one-man show. He was just so full of himself.
He was...
While Paddington's goal was to get something for his aunt. He was doing for someone else. Even the whole movie, he was basically doing for other people. Even when he was in the prison, he would help the prisoners, like Knuckles. He helped him, like, to get over his insecurity and how he couldn't handle criticism at all. And he was really upset if anyone spoke badly, that he would beat the shit out of them. Which is not really a great way to deal with your emotions. It's like,
if you see about it...
The guy's like, well, maybe you could use a little bit more salt. Shut up! Get out of here!
Well, not even that, but you can see that, like, Knuckles had, like, horrible, like, problems with his youth. His father was probably very hard on him.
If
he made any mistake, the criticism from his father made him fear criticism from everyone.
The thing is, it's probably because of his father's fear of criticism. It's probably because his father took it out on him.
Yeah, that too.
And it probably stemmed from that his father had the exact same issue, never got help for it, and it kind of just went down.
Yeah,
he saw it, and he learned from that as well himself. If dealing with your situation, something makes you upset, beat the shit out of him. Screw it, man. Just give him a good old bing bong on the head.
Give him a good old wackaroo.
Yep, bang right in the head. And I kind of like that, with Paddington showing him how to actually, like, make marmalade sandwiches and stuff, and how he was learning and getting into it.
Yeah.
And I also like how kind of Paddington put him in his place by giving him the stare.
Oh yeah, the straight stare.
Yeah. And, like, Knuckles was getting very uncomfortable with it, and he just didn't like it at all.
Well, that's just that, because, like, it's very interesting, because, like, Paddington's a very cute little fuzzy guy, but Paddington is not a walking mat.
No.
He won't let you walk all over him. He will put the foot down. He will put the fuzzy little foot down if he needs to.
Yeah, and he'll stare you down, too.
Yeah.
And it's through that staring that it kind of makes it clear, like, Paddington's like, hey, man, I could kick your ass, too.
Right?
I'm a bear!
I'm a bear, all right? I ain't taking your shit.
Nope.
I'm an apex predator. You ain't shit compared to me.
Yeah, and I really like that a lot. Like, he'll give them the stare, and then he'll tell them, don't be rude. Be kind, He'll straight put them in their place.
I like how he also always shared his teachings of Aunt Lucy. He would share to them as well.
Yeah.
Kind of like, pass down the teachings. That was very sweet. And I also like he made friends with the prisoners. All of them, even the one that hated him in the beginning and thought he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Turned out ended up becoming his friend also.
Yeah, and also he liked baking a lot. He kind of found that passion.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Paddington, he was just like, I actually really enjoyed. Like when he asked everyone, "Hey, can anyone else make anything cool that we could do?"
Yeah, anybody got recipes we could use or work with?
Yep.
That was he got like everyone all involved in together.
Yeah, they got
really
inspired.
Nice.
They got involved, and then even the prison was going nicely.
The prison was nice.
Bedtime stories. For the
that
prisoners.
Was so funny, man.
Prisoners weren't fighting anymore. And it was just because Paddington went out of his way to show them some kindness.
Yeah. He was just like a good influence on all of them. It was nice to see that.
Sometimes a little bit of kindness can really make the difference when it comes to people.
Kindness goes a long way. Yep. That's for certain.
A lot of people are usually miserable sacks of shit because they don't receive much kindness in their life. It kind of just leads them to be very bitter.
Yeah. But again, it's just like, to reiterate, is that Paddington is kind, but at the same time, he won't let people walk all over his kindness.
No.
At the same time, he knows when to be kind and when to put the foot down. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah, I feel like the kindness thing, some people are too kind for their own good.
There's
they're
nothing,
like a doormat.
There's nothing wrong with being kind, but at the same time, you can't let people abuse your kindness.
Not everyone deserves your kindness.
Right? Not everyone does. You got to really be able to differentiate whether you should be kind to an individual or if you should put your foot down and tell it to them straight. Do you want me to be kind or do you want me not to be?
Yeah.
Kind of deal. You don't want to be the doormat.
No. It's really not, because in the long run, you're going to get screwed over time because people abuse it. And I think that's the saddest reality.
It's unfortunate, but people do abuse kindness.
Yeah. If you're too kind to people and, you have to really evaluate. It's like, I'm kind to this person and, I'm always, kind to them, but are they ever kind to me? Is
it like a two-way street kind of thing? Am I kind and are they kind to me? Do they reciprocate that kindness?
Yeah.
Or is it kind of like a one-way kind of thing where I'm always kind, but they never put any priority
towards me? I'm always kind,
me?
I'm always thoughtful, but do they ever, reciprocate that at all?
Yeah, right?
And if not, you should second-guess that friendship.
Yeah, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, anything, honestly. It's just that's just how it is. Mm-hmm. Don't let people abuse your kindness. No,
and I really like the ending, though, that Knuckles made, a knuckle sandwich restaurant, a sandwich.
That was so clever.
I liked that a lot.
I liked that a lot, too. Not even that, okay? The very end, when they brought Aunt Lucy to England to see Paddington, I'm not kidding you, I was fighting back tears, bro.
I was, too.
I was fighting back tears so goddamn hard.
That was so... And I knew, as soon as I put the dots together, I was like...
Oh, my God.
I was like, no.
As soon as I saw Paddington in the bed, and goddamn Henry gets sits down and says, "We've got something for you." I was like, no way. You're not doing the thing.
You pieces of shit.
You pieces of shit ain't doing this to me, right? And you see Aunt Lucy at that goddamn front door, man. I was about to lose it. It's just it's funny because it's just Aunt Lucy to Paddington is almost like our grandmother to us.
Yeah.
So it's I could almost relate to Paddington to that extent.
Yeah.
And so it's we really loved our grandmother.
Yeah.
All right. She taught us a lot of things. We were technically raised by her, in a sense.
For a portion of our lives.
For a big portion of our lives, our grandmother raised us because our parents were both very busy when we moved here.
Yeah, they were working a lot.
They were working a lot at different times. Father's night shift and mother's in the morning. We didn't really see them a lot, kind of thing, right? So our grandmother would do the majority of the raising us as we lived here.
Yeah.
And so it's just so I understand that kind of relationship that he has with Aunt Lucy and the importance in that. And I feel that's what made me almost tear up because I could almost relate.
Yeah.
And I would be wow, I would feel the same way. That was it. I was just
oh,
I was thinking of
yeah.
Right? I was thinking of that in that perspective, dude. And dude, Paddington 2 almost got me, man. It almost got me. Those assholes, man, almost got me.
It was actually better than the first, 100%.
Oh, way better than the first movie.
Yeah, again, a better villain. Storyline was pretty great. I really the whole going to prison arc turned out to be a lot better than I thought it would be.
Well, not even that, but I also liked how they foreshadowed the entire family helping him in the end.
Yeah,
in terms of all the things that they enjoyed doing.
Yeah.
That was super sick.
They had what was it, they had Jonathan with the steam engine thing. Again,
AKA J-Dog, formerly known as J-Dog.
That whole J-Dog thing. If you literally call yourself something like J-Dog,
J Dog, C Dog, D Dog, asshole, whatever it is.
You have no self-respect.
No, you don't. You're a loser. But you know, he liked to steam trains. Even Mary, she was like practicing swimming to swim to France or some shit like that. And
that was wild.
Later on, and even their daughter was into like news and stuff like that, reporting and stuff like that.
Yep.
And it's just cool how all the things that they enjoyed kind of like it all came in full circle. It all helped Paddington in the end. They used their the things that they enjoy, the hobbies or whatnot, or the things that they loved to help Paddington. It was super cool to see that.
Yeah. Again, it was very smart how they even the first film, they were really good at doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing these kind of events and how they it all led to it feels like it all leads to a purpose.
Yeah.
It's not there just for like shits and giggles, like, oh, this is a little thing. Yeah. No, it all has some sort of meaning by the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how his little prisoner friends will actually come and save the day and save him in the end.
Yeah. Knuckles comes and saves the day with his armies. That was really cool. I like that a lot.
That was really sweet. And then they got pardoned. For saving Paddington, they get pardoned.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Paddington 2 was just a good movie. That was it. It's a very heartwarming film. That's it. It's just a very feel-good film.
It made me happy.
Made me very happy.
I think just in general, the Paddington films just gave me a lot of happiness. It's a good feeling film.
That's the thing. These films are made for you to feel good.
I think it's predominantly just like Paddington's character, the way he is. He's just like this cute little guy, and he's always so nice and sweet, and it's just like it's very just. I don't know, man. It just really speaks to you, and it just makes you feel good to see this little bear guy be all nice and stuff.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I dig it. I like Paddington. Paddington's a real one.
Paddington 2 is a good film. The Paddington films are all good.
If you do not like Paddington...
Oh, if you don't like Paddington, like, literally go screw yourself.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole. You're a loser. You deserve nothing but the worst. If you don't like Paddington, I don't like you. Straight up.
Fact.
That's the biggest red flag I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah, if you do not like Paddington, stay away from me.
That's it. In this house, we support Paddington. We support marmalade sandwiches, you assholes.
Bears have rights.
Bears have rights. Bears have rights. All right, we're done with Paddington 2. I got nothing more to say to you.
Nope.
No.
I'm good.
We good. Paddington 2. Until next time, buddy. See you in Paddington 3. Now we're moving on to National Lampoon's Animal House.
Animal House.
Animal House. Animal House is pretty much very chaotic. Very chaotic. You know, it's kind of like those what's it called? Those college films. You know, those college party films. You know, there's so many of them, dude. I wonder if this started at all. Could this have started at all, or
I don't know. Maybe
potentially something
that
probably predated this.
There's something that definitely predated this. I think.
Probably this, but I feel like this is the earliest in terms of like
everything is inspired by something.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. But this is like the earliest one we've seen in terms of like year it came out.
Probably, but man, this movie was like I felt like the whole beginning and middle part. I felt like the ending is like so wildly and crazy. I couldn't even believe it.
Right?
It was like I was watching a different movie.
Yeah.
Almost. It was
you
so wild.
You mean the whole parade sequence?
Yeah, that whole thing like blew my mind. Everything was happening
I did not expect the whole parade
again, like
sequence.
I said, it was like watching a different film. Like, what is happening? What is going on?
Yeah.
I still can't believe like when they said that the people that happened to him in the future, that one guy got like gangbanged in prison. My God. The one guy. Was it that his own soldier shot him in Nam?
Yeah, because he was insufferable.
Holy insufferable.
Shit. Yeah.
His own soldier shot and killed him.
Dude, some of those were those two were wild as hell. I was like, holy shit, man.
Talk about wild, man. What happened to that horse? Where they shot the gun in the blank in the room, and the horse had a heart attack and literally dropped dead.
Wait, hold on. But not even that, because we were just talking about the ending there with the entire parade sequence. What about the guy who slept with a 13-year-old girl? And you remember she introduces him to her parents and was just like, this is the guy who molested me a few days ago. Wild shit, bro. I was like, first you find out...
Was she really 13, though?
That's what she said.
Was she just messing with him, though?
I'm hoping to. I hope to God.
I think this is just me hoping. It's like,
dude, even in the movie, like, dude, give me, like, you know when you're on a roller coaster and your heart drops when you go down?
Yeah.
I got that feeling, like, that sinking feeling. Like, I felt that. I was like, there's no goddamn way. There's no way. No. There's no way.
Oh, my God.
Top 5 scariest things.
She's working, though, at a store. Would they let a 13-year-old work at a store like that, though?
Was she?
Yeah, she was working at the grocery store.
Oh, I mean,
She was a cashier.
I believe they would.
That's the thing where I kind of like question if she's being like it was just like she was like playing around with them or just joking with them.
I don't know.
God, I hope so. That's how
I hope it's.
I'm coping. I'm coping.
Yeah, I feel like you're literally hanging on to any thread of hope just for it to be a joke or not to actually be a thing. And I do agree. I hope to God it wasn't legitimate because wow, that's kind of you know. Not good. But yeah, that was wild. That freaked me the hell out. Yeah, I liked how everyone did not like Ken Dorfman. They hated him. I think was that him, the guy who was it Dorfman? Yeah, I think it was Dorfman.
Yeah, it was Dorfman.
Yeah,
Kent.
Yeah, the tubby guy.
For some reason, nobody really liked
Everyone
him.
hated him in the beginning. Nobody wanted. I thought it was funny when him and his homie go up to the fraternity house, the first one they wanted to go to with all the
assholes were there.
Oh, with all the prissy kind of like assholes, the fancy schmancy kind of guys.
I like just directs them to the people, and then he's like, oh, he goes and tries to mingle and like kind of like interact with other people. They're like, oh yeah, have you met these guys?
Yeah,
he just brings them right back. Like, dude,
you can go back with the other losers, you know, mingle with the other fellow losers, stay with them.
That
you know,
was so sad.
That was kind of funny. That was really
depressing
funny.
As shit.
Very depressing. Even like Kevin Bacon was there. He played like an asshole.
Oh yeah, he got his ass spanked.
Got his ass spanked. Very interesting initiation. Very almost like very culty. You know, it reminded me of a cult.
It's like a BDSM cult.
Essentially, yeah. I was just like, that's not a fraternity. You're joining a cult right there. That's not good.
I don't know, man. Do fraternities like that actually exist? Like, I keep seeing them in these college films. Like, are they really like that? I never.
Are there actual? Like,
do American colleges and universities stuff really have this kind of shit?
I gotta ask you guys this. In terms of like, okay, for people who have gone to a college that have fraternities and stuff like that.
Specifically, I think it's an American thing.
Maybe, I don't really know. I didn't go to college. Well, I did, but I went for personal training, and it wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same vibes.
I didn't go anywhere past high school, man. I'm done.
But like, in terms of like fraternities, like I just want to know for people who have been in a fraternity or have seen fraternities, how do you pass school while being in a fraternity? How do you do it?
Do they really spank your ass to get in?
Yeah, do they spank your ass? Do they cup your balls? Like, what do they do there?
Like, what else do they do? Is it
right? Is that proper initiation to join? Have you guys experienced this?
A good ass spanking?
A good ass spanking, you know? I don't know. That's a very bizarre. If someone was like, okay, to join my club, you need to get your ass spanked, I'd be like, ooh, I don't know about that one.
I'm not really into that, to be quite fair.
I'm not too into that, you know?
No.
Yeah, but again, like even with a fraternity, you know, you have to go to school and you have to be a part of the fraternity. How do you study and be a part of a fraternity? I don't know how crazy they are, but do you guys party it up quite often? Like, how does it work? How do you balance these things? You know, do you just, you know, I don't know. I have a lot of questions about fraternities because I've seen so many films that have fraternities in them. I have no experience with them whatsoever, so I'm genuinely curious as to like.
I even question if they're real.
Is this like?
I always thought it's just like a movie.
Is this
thing.
like a figment of our imagination in terms of like American fraternities? Like, I need to know. I'm so curious of the culture and the lifestyle of a fraternity goer. Like, how do you survive? How do you go about your day?
Maybe we should do that in the future. Visit a university in the U.S. and
oh, fraternity?
Yeah, we should do it.
I don't know, man. I don't get my ass spanked. By a couple of dudes that I don't even know.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
That sounds kind of bizarre, man. I don't know. Maybe if the initiation was a little bit less
painful?
Not even painful, but
I don't know.
Predatory? Maybe
predatory.
Yeah, maybe I would be down.
Yeah.
You know, if they weren't like trying to like assault me in a frivolous way.
Frivolous way.
You know, maybe if that wasn't part of it, maybe I would be okay with that.
I just thought of one of my favorite scenes in the whole film.
By all means, share with the class.
Oh my god, when they had they had the band playing at the fraternity. And then they went to like the club.
Oh my god!
And he's like, "Hey man, what's up?" And the guy just like looks at like he's pretending he doesn't exist. He's not real. I don't know who the hell you are. Don't speak my name. And like that shit was so damn funny.
That was really funny.
Oh my god!
Can we talk about? Oh my god, what's the character's name there? The guy was the head of the fraternity with the Oh my god, what was his name? Oh god, the ladies man.
The ladies man.
The guy who got all the ladies. You remember he got with the principal's wife?
Oh!
That I can't remember his name. It's bothering me so goddamn much. I can't remember his name.
His name Otter? They called him Otter.
His nickname was Otter. You're right. It was Otter. We'll call him Otter.
Yeah.
And it was, dude, that guy was like, he was insane. Like wild what he would pull off. When he literally used a dead girl in a newspaper to go and pick up a chick and other girls for his friends. That shit was.
I'm not kidding you, man. This guy's a menace. This guy's dangerous.
This guy's like ahead of his time.
When they say the term "hide your wives, hide your girls," this is the guy they're talking about.
Otter's the guy they're talking about, man. He's a literal freak.
This guy's
unbelievable.
This guy will. Nothing will hold him back from stealing your girl.
You can't stop him.
He's even using other dead people to steal girls.
He's using the dead. He could use the dead.
He's literally a necromancer.
He is a necromancer in getting women. It's crazy, dude. I've never seen this kind of like these kind of movements, these kind of like high IQ plays before.
Absolutely disturbing, terrifying, and actually quite impressive.
When they say a menace to society, there you go.
Yep.
There he is, the menace to society.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's he was something else. And when he even got his ass kicked, I was just like,
I kind of thought about it for a second. You would eventually get it.
Right? I was just like...
To be fair, the fact that you went this long without getting your ass kicked
the fact that you...
With the shenanigans you're into, but you're lucky.
The fact that you have not faced any consequences for the shenanigans you've been pulling off, this ass kicking is long overdue.
Yeah.
So he got his ass kicked. I was just like, as much as these guys are assholes, he kind of deserves it to a certain extent. To a point where I'm just like, I don't feel that bad about it.
No, I didn't feel
I'm just like, yeah, deserved. You know, it was bound to happen. If they didn't kick his ass, someone else would have done it anyways.
And also the whole thing where the guy goes up to like the he always went with his girlfriend in his car, and he's always talking about the other guys while he's getting like a hand job. and she's like, why are you so soft all the time? That shit was so funny.
That was actually really funny.
And like she's like talking about like are you okay? Like nothing. And he just keeps talking about these guys. I hate these guys and everything. It is so awkward. It is so weird, and it's so good. Oh my god. And he even does it with the other girl, and she's like, well, why is it so soft?
Maybe go faster. That was his tip. Maybe go a little faster. Yeah, that was actually really funny. That's pretty funny.
Shit.
But the character that was the best was the character John Belushi played. Bluto or something.
Isn't Bluto like the arch nemesis of Popeye?
I think so, actually.
I think his name was Bluto.
Okay. So.
I don't know. That just popped in my mind.
I don't know. Did they call him Bluto for short? Blutarski or something?
Yeah, it was Blutarski or something. I think they call him Bluto or something.
They call him Bluto for short or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
I liked him. He was very fun. He was missing a few brain cells.
He's kind of like that guy at college who literally should have graduated a long time ago, but you could tell why he didn't.
Yeah, right. And you're more thankful that he didn't, and that he's contained here like the wild beast he is.
Exactly.
In the real world,
letting him loose into the world is probably the most dangerous thing possible.
Yeah, it's potentially a danger to all of humanity as a whole.
Yep.
You know, he was a bit freaky. I like a scene I liked with him was like when he's in the cafeteria, just putting all the food, just like he's just slamming it on his tray. He's eating things, putting it back and stuff. He's just showing how much of a piece of shit this guy actually is.
Yeah,
that was it. That was really funny. Yeah, or even like just like drinking copious amounts of alcohol, smashing things over. Like
I love the whole just like joke of just like randomly smashing bottles all over the place.
Yeah,
just right like like you know they had these like bottles on set. You can tell they were having so much damn fun with that.
Yeah.
My God, dude. Even I would love to just get like a box of breakable bottles.
Oh yeah, I mean you could just break normal bottles, no?
No.
You whip them hard enough.
No, bro. I'm telling you right now, if you the bottles that they make, like to actually break it takes a lot of force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, if you break an actual bottle over someone's head, man, 100%.
Okay, bro, no shit, you're gonna kill them. You're not
that's them, my point.
But concussion is gonna...
Even throwing it at a wall, like, bro, you have to make sure you're throwing this thing with as much force as possible. It won't break. You gotta really throw this shit. Like, you gotta go BANG!
Maybe we can go to one of those rooms where you destroy things and just bring a bunch of bottles.
Maybe we should do that for a podcast.
And just like
we could just maybe go to for one of our podcasts. We just film in a break room.
Is that even a podcast anymore?
Yeah.
We're just breaking things. That's not a podcast.
Yeah, we could talk
you know what we could do?
Shit.
Instead, we could do a podcast special and call it Breaking ASMR.
I'd be down.
Two idiots break things. ASMR.
Yeah, I think it would be really fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that as a podcast special.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Would you guys like us breaking shit? For fun? Having a good time breaking stuff?
Oh, you know what'd be really cool? What if we did that? We found a break room and we went and we broke things, but what we did is that we, instead of bringing things to break, we have fans send us things to break. So it's fan sent things, and we don't do the special until we get like a good number of things, and then we just break. They could like tell us what it is, why they don't like it, or maybe why they do like it, and we just break it.
That sounds so cool. Actually, that's a great idea.
Right?
Okay, we're gonna have to plan this out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to write that one down. We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, that's in for the books, guys. I know you guys. A lot of you are probably really enjoying that idea.
Yeah, I think that would
Just
be a
break
solid
shit.
idea. Yeah, just break shit.
Oh, I'm not lying. I'm actually really excited for that.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
We could potentially do something.
I wanna break shit. I wanna break shit. All right, we're done with Animal House. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for
I'm
Animal
just saying
House.
because we have some questions here. We're like 45 minutes in.
Oh shit! Okay, guys. Yeah, we showed a lot of love to the Warriors actually more than anything else. The Warriors took up a big portion. Anyways, Animal House was really good. Very funny movie, guys. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Actually, the 3 movies this week were pretty good. I like the variety of them. You know, the Warriors.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys don't know this, but we're pre-recording a bunch of films for April, and we've been watching a lot of movies. And luckily, we've enjoyed every movie we've been watching. They've been really good.
We have been watching so many movies, guys. Like, all of April's pre-recorded. So when April rolls around, like,
yeah,
we watched those a long time ago.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. But, like, just saying, like, we genuinely enjoyed all the movies. That's the fortunate thing. Like, lately, it's been banger after banger.
It's not that hard. We're watching so many movies, but it doesn't feel like burnout.
I feel a little burnt out.
There's minor burnout. I'm gonna be real with you guys. You know, it's funny. Ha ha ha. Watching movies. You're burning out watching movies. You guys are idiots. Yes. The amount of movies we watch, yeah, there's like minor burnout here and there, but thank God that every movie we've seen so far has been very good or entertaining.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited for April, guys.
Guys,
like, let me tell you.
April, we have something very mean cooking up for April. We have a lot of cool, fun things. We have a lot of good movies coming out in April. We're very, very happy with what we've watched, and we can't wait for you guys. A lot of trilogies. Just gonna spoil things for you guys.
There's 3 trilogies planned.
There's 3 trilogies coming out in April. It's gonna be great. Hopefully you guys like them all.
Yep.
Because we sure as hell did. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the questions, guys.
Question time!
Question time. Woo, woo.
All right, you get this one first.
All right, the first question comes from Ariel Kohler. Hey guys, love the show.
Fish emojis.
Oh, fish emojis too. Fish. Question 1. If you had to, would you rather live through a zombie apocalypse or a dinosaur apocalypse? I choose dinosaur. They would be harder to survive, but zombies are gross.
I choose zombies.
I choose zombies.
Dinosaurs, you have no chance, man. I'm telling you, dinosaurs, you are literally you are the food chain.
Here's the thing.
You're the bottom of the food chain. You're just there to eat.
Here's the thing. When I choose zombies, I don't think of, like, zombies would be easier to survive. That's not the reason why I would choose zombies.
Oh, they'd be so fun to kill.
That's it.
Oh, bang, bang, bang!
I'm telling you guys, if there was a zombie apocalypse,
I'm having fun.
Before I get bitten or killed, I'm having the time of my life. I'm gonna get creative and I'm gonna kill them in some crazy ass ways. All right, I'm having fun. I'm making the best out of the situation.
Yeah.
Even if I go down getting killed because I'm an idiot for doing this, I'm going to regardless. I'm doing it anyways. That's it.
I'm out.
I want to try. Okay, I already know the first thing I would try to do to a zombie.
What?
Straight up. Well, actually, I have a few things that I've already pre-thought of.
Yeah, I thought about this a lot.
Scenarios. I thought about this a lot, guys. All right, I have a lot of free time here and there where I'm just sitting and I can think about this.
I want to try the anvil in the head. I want to do the Looney Tunes death.
A Looney Tunes death is cool, like a piano, dropping a anvil. Very smart.
Yeah. Fun.
One, I would like to have some form of like find like a metal gauntlet and try to shoryuken a zombie and see if I can rip off its head.
Ooh.
That would be one of the first things I do. I very badly want to do that. The second thing is either a Cloudbuster blade or a Berserk Guts' sword from Berserk, and I would like to use a weapon to that extent and see what I could do with it.
What kind of damage can I do with this bad boy?
Exactly, and I'm thinking when the apocalypse hits, I'm fresh, I'm still muscular, I still got protein in me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could potentially wield this thing and swing it around. I want to see the damage it causes to zombies. You know, I want to see them split in half and go flying.
Hell yeah.
So it's like, those are 2 things I desperately want to do. I think it would be sick as hell. Again, too much free time. Question number 2. If you were trapped on a deserted island for life, which 3 movies would each of you pick, but only from the movies you've uploaded to the channel?
Oh, shit. Wait, that's actually a much better question. Because, like, if you told me 3 movies, it'd been Lord of the Rings. I just have that trilogy and I'd be a happy little boy.
Yep.
But when you say only upload to the channel, that really just... that switches up the whole dynamic.
Right?
Holy shit. 3 movies that we've uploaded on the channel. I know the first one's The Thing.
Oh, okay.
I would take The Thing. I love
You
The
would
Thing.
take The Thing.
That
okay.
is like, it's the first movie I ever did on the channel, so like it really holds a lot of like it's very special in my heart.
Yeah.
It's kind of like started this whole thing. But in general, it is like one of the best movies I've done for the channel. I love it. It's still my top 5. The Thing is incredible. Since I already got something like that, a little horror, you know, got a little spooky wooky stuff going on. If I had to think possibly a good action film, something that's going to keep me entertained, thrilled, and something that just like beginning to end really hype me up. Oh no, this said 3 movies. I could literally just pick all Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Oh shit, like I'm thinking, I'm not going to do trilogies or anything like that.
I wouldn't do that though.
I would take Casino Royale. I love Casino Royale is amazing. It's really good. It's such a shame what Quantum of Solace was in comparison, but Casino Royale, the ending and the beginning of that film is just perfect. I love it a lot. It's fun as hell.
That's actually a solid pick.
I dig it. What else?
First movie I would take is Step Brothers. I would take Step Brothers.
You know what? Yeah, throw Step Brothers
I would take Sipping Your Juice in South Central.
Oh yeah.
And then I would take Loaded Weapon. I feel like if I'm going to be on this island, I might as well laugh.
True. Maybe laughter will save us.
Maybe laughter will help me get through this horrible time of living on this island. So those would be the 3 films I would choose.
Good idea.
Yeah, right? And my recommendation for a secret emoji is Pirate Flag. Pirate Flag emojis. Very interesting. Nobody's ever given us a recommendation for secret emojis for a long time. Potentially, this could be it. I might just take you up on this.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. Stay tuned to the end of this, and you'll see if your secret emoji recommendation becomes the secret emoji. Next question. The next question comes from Hydrogen Bob. Been sub since Chris reacted to The Thing.
Ironic. Oh
Wow,
shit, we just talked about it.
I think not. But never commented. You guys are my favorite. Remind me a lot of me and my brother. What is your favorite shared movie memory as children? Also, will you react to the Iron Claw? You two will love it, I promise. Iron Claw, 100% yes.
It's going to be done. I don't know when, but we will do it.
We are going to do it. It will be on the channel. Trust us.
We're cooking.
We're cooking something mean.
But
don't worry about it.
Favorite childhood memory? Shared childhood memory.
Shared?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's a memory that we're together.
Every time we visited our grandmother's for Christmas.
Yeah, that's pretty...
I'm very biased.
Like, I think one of my favorite memories, I swear, dude, for you and I, was literally just like, it would be the holidays, we'd be at our grandparents' house, our grandfather would be downstairs on his PC, and he'd be playing Final Fantasy VII. And Curtis and I would literally just sit there for hours on end, watching him play Final Fantasy VII.
We would watch him play Final Fantasy VII, and we would steal Christmas cookies from the freezer that our grandmother baked.
Yeah, and Grandma would always get pissed off at us for stealing the cookies.
Why are you assholes taking all the cookies? I have to make more now.
You don't get this big without eating that many cookies.
That's true, man. And I'll tell you one thing. That never got old.
No.
That never got old.
That was my favorite memories. Literally just watching Final Fantasy VII and stealing Christmas cookies.
Yeah, that was the shit, man. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's why we really love Final Fantasy VII. It has a very special place in our hearts.
It's more than just a game at this point.
Yeah.
It's full-blown nostalgia.
Yeah.
If anything. Like, it brings back... It doesn't even just bring back memories of playing the game, but it brings back all kinds of memories.
With our grandfather.
Yeah.
Because it was like his favorite game ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Good times. Good question,
Good times.
Thank you.
This is from Kyle.
I hate this guy.
The man, the myth.
I hate him so much.
Unfortunately, not a legend.
I hate him.
Kyle says...
He's a piece of shit.
Asks, eat British fish fingers or finger a fish? Question emoji. Question emoji, question mark. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, the question was so stupid it made me stupid. Holy shit.
Finger a fish?
Finger a fish or eat British fish fingers?
Aren't you technically fingering a fish when you catch them? You have your hand in the mouth and you hook them?
Maybe. I don't know.
Does that count? Can I finger the fish from the mouth?
Huh.
I don't know how else I'm going to finger a fish. It's like, I don't even know why I'm thinking about this.
Eat British fish fingers or finger a fish?
I'll eat the fish fingers. I don't feel like molesting a fish. Molesting a fish sounds very uncomfortable.
My answer, ask your mother! All right, next question.
Ask your mother.
Next question.
She already knows the answer.
Next question. Kyle's an asshole. Woo!
Hate you, Kyle.
From Sebastian -NP7 UCCCCCC. Question. Since you've watched a lot of classic action movies from the 80s and 90s, do you think a lot of modern action movies lack something? Personality, being memorable, practical effects, good one-liners?
I think one-liners is something that's kind of died off.
One-liners, I feel like they are missing, and I do miss them. Are they cheesy? Yes. Do I love it? Oh God, yeah.
They're just fun, man.
Yeah, you know the thing is, like, action movies, like, even, like, for example, John Wick. John Wick is a very fun action movie, but at the same time, it takes itself seriously.
It's serious and it's enjoyable, but I do think, like, the biggest thing that's missing from modern action films is the fun.
The fun and the comedy, you know. I feel like, you know, I can name you a few, like, let's say Commando, for example. Commando's hilarious, dude.
Oh, God, yeah.
Commando's such a hilarious action film.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
the one-liners, dude.
Yeah, even...
I thought you would kill me last... I lied.
Right? even Action Jackson. That was a very fun action film.
How do you like your ribs?
Yeah, I feel like we answered a question previously in terms of, like, that was almost along these lines, and I feel like we need an action film with John Cena, and we need him to play an 80s action kind of thing.
Hero.
They need to go with that kind of formula with John Cena.
John Cena actually has the charisma, but not only that, but the comedy skills to really nail it.
And he has the physique. I feel like give John Cena a chance to have a kind of 80s, 90s action hero film.
He would do good.
And it would do good. If it had, like, the same heart as those old films, I think it would be a very fun movie.
I am telling you, man, he has the personality to totally
I'm telling you guys, there's potential there, and they need to do it. It would be a great way to bring back those kind of old school action hero films.
Yeah, because I think, like, personally, I think John Cena really thrives when it comes to, like, comedy.
I agree.
He's a funny guy, man. I think he's absolutely hilarious. That's, like, his strong point.
Yes, sir.
Like, I really enjoy John Cena.
So, yeah, good question. I hope that answered it for you, Sebastian. Let's go to the next question, my dude.
All right, Captain.
Next question is from Saparos.
Fish emojis!
Numbers not needed for this man. What new movies coming out are you excited about? Saparos, very good question, and I have only one answer for that.
None of them.
None of them. When you watch as many movies as Chris and I watch, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't even know what new movies are coming out anymore. I am not up to date. We're watching so many.
It's not even just that, but, like, we watch so many movies for the channel that in my own time, the last thing I want to do is watch a movie. I don't care.
Yeah, like the last movie we saw in theaters was Blue Giant. It was a Japanese animated
So
film.
good.
And it was extremely good.
It was probably my favorite film of last year.
Yeah, my favorite film I saw last year. Is superb. Absolutely incredible.
Channel films included, by the way.
Channel films included. That movie trumped everything. It was just 10 out of 10.
But,
you
know perfection. What? I'll be honest. I think Wolverine and Deadpool. You know,
oh, wow. That's actually smart.
I actually have to say, I think that movie, I have not been excited for anything Marvel related for, like, over a year.
You know
Marvel has been so shit, but, like, I really trust what Ryan Reynolds has done with Deadpool.
Not even that, but you know, like, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman together, it's going to be absolutely hilarious. It's going to be so fun.
I feel like there's a real strong chance that they could really nail it. Just because Deadpool as a character is a solid.
Here's the thing with Deadpool 3, is this like Marvel's back? Probably not.
No,
but it's gonna be good, and Deadpool 3 is probably gonna be a good movie, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I think it might help Marvel kind of get get itself back on its feet, but I don't think it's gonna save it.
I hope it brings them back on track. I'm telling you, I hope it's like the first.
I miss Marvel when it was in the beginning, man. Dude, when it came to the first
build up to the Avengers,
like the build up to Endgame was pretty damn good. There were some misses here and there, but generally a lot of those films were very enjoyable.
Yeah, there's some decent quality films there.
Yeah,
but ever since after Endgame, man,
bro, just flop after.
We had a few good ones like the Spider-Man, Shang-Chi.
I like Shang-Chi. I think Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. These were two, they were pretty good films.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was very good.
Those were good Marvel films, but there's so many that weren't good.
No.
And it's just they're very inconsistent now. Very inconsistent.
No, they're not inconsistent. They're generally known to be shit. They have a consistency of trash. And that's a sad thing that they're known for.
Because those three movies is pretty much 25% or 20% of their
content. The content they developed in those years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the amount of garbage they put out. But I don't know, to be honest, generally there are no movies upcoming that I'm in total... Okay, I just thought of one.
Oh.
I don't know the name of it, but it's that brand new one that I saw that looks like a fun action film. Again, we were just talking about action movies with Bill Skarsgård. The one where he's mute and deaf.
Oh, Boy Kills the World?
Yeah, and it's him and he has the video game announcer as his inner dialogue. And it's the guy from Bob's Burger.
Yeah.
That shit, not gonna lie, looks at the kind of fun action I'm talking about. Very interesting concept.
It reminds me of like the Running Man, right?
It has elements of Running Man. I saw something like a training montage, maybe kind of like Kickboxer. It's got a lot of really cool things going on.
It seems like it's right up my alley, and it's going to be a very fun film.
That I saw recently that I was like, yo, that actually looks sick. I would watch that.
Yeah.
That looks really
There's also
cool.
another movie that I've been very interested in. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's the one with Ryan Gosling is a stuntman.
Oh, I don't know the name of it.
I can't remember the name, but it looked fun. That was it. It looked fun.
Actually, there are some fun action movies coming out.
Yeah, there are some. That movie looked fun. There's some movies that look fun that I am looking forward to that I would love to see. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters. I'd rather just wait for it on the channel.
Possibly. I don't know. It depends.
When it comes to movies in theaters, it has to be something big.
That really means a lot to me.
Yeah,
I will probably see Deadpool Wolverine in theaters.
Oh, probably. If we don't forget about it, probably.
Yeah, that's true. We forgot about one movie to do, and then I think we did it on the channel anyways. I can't remember.
Depends. It's hard for us to go to theaters lately, just because we're watching so many movies that it's hard to keep up with.
I don't want to watch a movie in my free time.
New movies coming out, it's hard to keep up with. That's it. With the amount we watch. But yeah, let's move on to the next question. That one little question got a lot of answers. Thanks, Saparos. I love you.
I hate you.
Yeah, I hate you.
You want me to do this one?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This means War 101. What's up, dude-ers?
What up?
I'm glad you guys like Eurotrip. I think it's a really good comedy as well. Check out Road Trip if you haven't already. It's also very funny.
What did we record last night?
We watched Road Trip last night. We're gonna spoil. If you watch the podcast, it's spoiled. It's coming, and it was really damn funny.
Yeah.
Are you guys into metal? If so, what's your favorite metal band? Mine is
Striker.
Pantera. Ooh, Striker's really good.
Okay, Striker right now is one of my favorite metal bands, dude. These guys are so sick. God damn. I like Striker a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if they're metal or they're not metal.
I don't know, but Striker's dope, so screw it. I like Striker.
But yeah, generally we're into metal, rock, all that stuff. I don't know if I have like a specific favorite band though.
Striker's like my new kind of like my new thing I'm into right now. I listen to them quite a lot now. My new hype. So that was the first thing that came to mind. Striker's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you guys have seen Dirty Harry. We have seen Dirty Harry.
Fun fact, Dirty Harry got blocked really bad. We are planning to re-upload it. Dirty Harry is going to be on the channel soon-ish again. We're planning when we want to have it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dirty Harry will be back. I'm very disappointed that it got blocked.
Because we recently re-uploaded Gran Torino.
And the re-upload did really well.
The re-upload did really well, and a lot of people were really happy that we brought it back because it got blocked very fast. Same thing kind of happened with Dirty Harry. We're bringing Dirty Harry back.
And we have 2 other films in our minds right now that we want to bring back.
Yeah, so these things are coming. Don't worry.
We just like to wait a year because we want it to feel like kind of fresh and new because it's a little jarring when it's just like, oh, we re-released it so quickly. And then it just doesn't do well, and it's just like, we feel like we wasted that film. Right? Because it feels very wasted. It's really sad because like these movies are really good.
Yeah.
So we kind of wait a year or something to make them feel more fresh again for people.
Yeah. So Dirty Harry's coming back.
Yeah.
You should definitely check out the sequel Magnum Force. Why do you think Dirty Harry's going to be re-uploaded? We might check this out at some point, so we would like to have Dirty Harry on the channel.
Yeah.
So potentially Magnum Force could be done.
Yeah.
It's awesome as hell. Shark and rock on.
Shark and rock emoji.
Shark and rock emoji, bros.
But that is it, guys.
That's it for the podcast, guys. This was a very good one. Some good questions. We talked about some great movies. I had a great time. Now we're gonna have to have the secret emoji, and we are gonna go with the pirate
emoji.
Arty, matey, the pirate flag emoji. If you put a pirate flag emoji and have an ARG, and you have a better chance of me selecting your question.
Yep.
Ask them questions. Put those ARGs. Put those pirate flag emojis.
ARG must be included.
ARG must be included, or it will be nullified. I will not choose it.
No! Bye-bye!
Bye-bye. ARG and pirate flag. That's the secret emoji. So, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for sticking around. Adios. Until next time, guys. Bye!
Peace!